My name is Danyelle and I'm an addict. I have been trying to seek recovery for off and on for the last 30 years. I got serious about my recovery in November of 2025. I got to a point I was extremely intoxicated one night and my boyfriend woke up with me standing over top of him with a knife. I had to call the police on myself and tell them I was going to commit suicide because I was going to stab him. My mental health is always the first thing to be affected. I stopped taking my medications. I have 6 different mental health diagnoses. I stop taking my medications when I'm actively using, and I start self-medicating. I get very depressed. My bipolar goes all over the place. I'm always anxious anyway, but when you add drugs and alcohol to it, my anxiety goes really super crazy. So my mental health is always negatively impacted with drugs and alcohol. When I'm on my medication, my mental health is usually pretty well stabilized and I'm on the upside of things. I was born addicted to crack cocaine and alcohol. My very first memory is of sexual trauma. My father committed suicide when I was 8 years old. And I found alcohol at 12, marijuana at 13, cocaine at 17, and I fell in love with each one of them the second that they touched my body. I was prescribed Percocets at 15, and again in my early 20s, and they were the love of my life. I liked anything and everything that took me outside of myself. I did not like myself in active addiction. I was someone I needed to run from. I was someone I had to hide and numb everything in me. Today, I am someone who can sit with myself. I can walk in a restaurant and eat a meal alone. I can look at myself in the mirror and be perfectly okay with the person looking back at me. Not because of what's physically there, but because of who I am as a person. Because of who's on the inside. I genuinely like who I am today. I can say that I love me today. And I feel my mental health is in a stable place. Of course, I have my moments. I'm always going to have moments. I suffer with mental health diseases. So I'm always going to have moments, but overall, I am a happy person today. First and foremost, I would say just don't use. If they're already using, get help. Like, this stuff out here today is not what it was when I was a kid coming up, when I was, I got to have some fun experiences. They're not going to have that. It's going to go right from the beginning to the beginning of their end. They're not going to get to have the fun times and the things. It's just going to turn right into getting high to having to get well. So get help. Take care of your mental health. Definitely take care of your mental health. And life is better on this side. It's so much better on this side. And there are resources available to help deal with the things inside that you're trying to run from and that you're trying to numb. Every one of my tattoos has a meaning. As far as my addiction, the God is my judge would probably be my most meaningful, because I have went through a lot of people judging me in my addiction, and the only person who has any power to judge me is my higher power. Really, the people that I'm in this program with, knowing that I can talk to them when I'm having one of those days. I have some support in here. There is some staff in here that has shared experience, which means a lot to me, because I'm very much a person who, you really can't tell me a lot if you haven't lived the same type of life that I've lived. You can read all the books you want, but if you haven't lived it, there's not really a lot that I feel I can relate to you about. And most of the staff that I have come in contact with has the lived experience, and I feel like I can relate to them. I can go to them with anything, and they're always there with open arms waiting to help. I'm not a horrible person. I've done bad things, but I'm genuinely a good person. My favorite meal is filet mignon and steamed shrimp with side salad and asparagus. I cooked that myself. My favorite here at Phoenix meal is breakfast. Yeah, eggs and pancakes with bacon. Okay. Message to myself after I complete the program. Everything you're doing right now is worth the life that you're gonna live beyond this, and it's all gonna be beautiful.